What's up, my party people? It's me, Lorena Lee, and welcome to episode 5 of Home Church. Not sure if anybody's out there yet, but I'm just gonna start singing. We're keeping with our theme that I started on Thursday, which was Fight with Good. And we're gonna keep fighting with good today and tonight. And later I'm having a special guest. His name is Kevin Daniel, an amazing singer-songwriter, a real no bullshit kind of guy. So I thought in honor of him, I would play my original song, Bullshit Blind, to start off tonight. And here's the lyrics, if you want to sing along. It's so, like, if you want to sing a specific sing-along part, it would be, when I say, I'm bullshit blind, I'm bullshit blind, so it's the, you gonna try it again? Oh, I'm bullshit blind, I'm bullshit blind. So that's that. Feel free to sing along. Just trying to make sure I remember all the chords. Alright, this is Bullshit Blind for real. And actually too, like, this song is not I'm just gonna move this. It's on my YouTube. It's not recorded anywhere except for a YouTube video that did surprisingly well, I guess because it has a bad word in it, but it's more just about blocking out everything that sucks and just being blind to it and living your best life despite it. So, I don't know, something to think about. Alright, being hard on myself is getting old, and all these lonely, sleepless nights are awfully cold. I'm not sure all that glitters is made of gold, 'cause I got shimmer on my eyes, but it's just a fold. And there's been too many holes in the bullshit stories I've been told. And there's been too many times that I let somebody else's bullshit rules dictate my life. Well, that's alright, 'cause for tonight I'm bullshit blind. I'm bullshit blind. Tending to a smile is getting rough, and all those words you seem to say are full of fluff. And as soon as someone calls you out on your bluff, you're quick to point a finger and say they're crazy enough. And there's been too many holes in the bullshit stories I've been told. There's been too many times that I let somebody else's bullshit rules dictate my life. Well, that's alright, 'cause for tonight I'm bullshit blind. I'm bullshit blind. Maybe I've been searching for something that doesn't suit me, and maybe I've been walking down the wrong path when I'm better off drifting at sea. And there's been too many holes in the bullshit stories I've been told. And there's been too many times that I let somebody else's bullshit rules dictate my life. Well, that's alright, 'cause for tonight I'm bullshit blind. That's alright, 'cause for tonight I'm bullshit blind. I'm bullshit blind. I'm bullshit blind. I'm bullshit blind. That's Bullshit Blind. Yay. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Just to be clear, I had a thought while I was singing. I didn't really think about the lyrics. This isn't like a political statement that I think that quarantine is bullshit. Just want to be clear. Because these rules are dictating my life, and I'm totally okay with it. Because I think it's, I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts, just that we're doing it, and it's cool. It's more of just, this song for me is like, just when other people try and tell you what to do, like, in your personal life, want to dictate your life, but it's like, listen, you do you, and I'm gonna do me. Blinders on. What? Okay, bye. So, just to clear that up in case anybody felt offended for some reason. All right, so anyway, this is Home Church, episode 5. Thanks for being here. This is, I'm really excited for this night because I'm going to interview my good friend Kevin Daniel, who's an amazing musician. But I got a few things before we bring him on. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Not sure what you did, but I, for Easter, just ate a lot of cookies and watched my nephew hunt Easter eggs. That was pretty fun. And I watched a lot of Ozark, which is pretty much the opposite of Happy Feelings. Woo, that show's crazy, man. But it's pretty good. So that was a good time. Good old good time. This week, I'm keeping the theme of fight with good, which is what I did last week, right? So if anybody's interested, I have this playlist on my Spotify. You can go to Lorena Lee, my artist page, and it's pinned there. It's just my feel-good summer jams because I really feel like right now, like for me, it's been kind of a roller coaster. Some days I feel really good. Today I felt like really tired. So I find what helps me pump me up, like playing music, but sometimes I feel like I don't have the energy, like I just feel sad. So then listening to music helps. So that's my feel good playlist. The next thing I don't know if anybody's noticed, opposite, is this little watermark is not here. No, I'm not an Ecamm Live promotion anymore because I'm a paying customer. And I'm a paying customer because thank you. So I was supposed to be on tour at the end of March and into April right now. And for that tour, Here Fort Worth, the amazing Here Fort Worth, awarded me a travel grant for my, why is it doing that? For my gas and transportation, which was super cool. So actually I used that travel grant towards buying the third party to be able to host this show on Facebook Live. So I can say that my official sponsor, only sponsor, is Here Fort Worth and Visit Fort Worth. Big shout out to them. They are so amazing. Like Tom is the man, and they're just such a cool, supportive community there for the arts, really pushing so many artists in Fort Worth. It's a really cool thing. I'm so honored to be a Texan and to be from Keller, which is north of Fort Worth, and from the Metroplex. So they are the official sponsors now of Home Church. And if you want to become also a sponsor, you just buy up some merch. And when you buy it, just say like, I'm buying this because I believe in Home Church. And then that's that. And then that's that. You get to be a sponsor. And I'll put your face on this thing. It's that easy. It's that easy. Okay. All right. So then the next things I want to get to is last week I ran a merch giveaway for this, not this particular hat that's on my head, but the same hat in a clean, unused version that I'm giving away for free. And all you had to do was share literally any post of mine. I really don't know how I could have made it any easier, and I still have people asking me questions on like how to do it. So I don't know, like if there's an easier way, somebody tell me. But all you had to do was share a post of mine or in your story or on your wall or on Instagram in a story on your wall. And you had to tag me because there were some people, I think, if you didn't follow up with me and tell me that you did and you didn't particularly add a tag, I might not have seen it. So if your name is missing, let me know. I'm sorry about that. But pretty stoked. We're gonna do the big drawing for the LL Hat merch giveaway. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. All right, so I'm gonna flip you guys on over here in my multimedia production. Can you see all that? We got all the names there. I'm just gonna shuffle them a couple times to keep things all shuffled up. And I'm gonna click it to spin. Oh my god, y'all, I'm kind of nervous. Like, I'm sweating a little bit. Alright, we're gonna click and spin. Click and spin. Who's the winner? Quincy Tresemer! Yeah, girl! Yeah! Congratulations, Quincy! All right. Wow. So we got that. That is for real. That's official. Congratulations to Quincy. I'm going to send you a DM, or if you're watching this, then I will just send me your Addy. I already have it. Do I? I don't know. I'll text you, DM you, hit you up on the socials. Thank you everyone for entering the contest. I really appreciate it. And I think the next thing I'll give away we'll do on Thursday. So I hope to see y'all for that. So actually, before I bring Kevin on, I'm gonna go ahead and do thoughts and prayers and get it out. Get that taken care of. So this week's thoughts and prayers, we have a couple. So one of my really good friends, her uncle just got diagnosed with COVID. This is like the most ironic thing of my life, is that his name is Kevin Miller, and Kevin Daniel, the artist we're bringing on, his name is Kevin Miller. Actually, Daniel being his middle name. He's like me, Lorena Lee, Kevin Daniel. We just use our middle names. But what are the chances? So we got double Kevin Millers on the thoughts and prayers list. And then we also have a shout out. Did I say this in the last one? I can't remember. If not, we'll cover again, because I talked to one of my friends also the other day who she had to postpone indefinitely her wedding, and it was this badass freaking destination wedding in Greece. It was gonna be so cool, like living all the Mamma Mia dreams. And like, she had spent a couple years planning that, so I definitely want to put all the brides in our thoughts and prayers, because I feel it's hard to go into, I feel it on the same level of like planning my entire tour in the next 3 months of my life. Everyone feels it, right? Putting so much into your planning, and then it's like, wow, what did I spend my whole lifetime on? So we're gonna do for Kevin Miller, both the Kevin Millers, the brides. And then I found this post I saw for this woman named Olivia. She's not a doctor or nurse. She is one of those people who is never talked about, but highly sought out for within the hospital. She is part of the group of women and men that take care of cleaning the rooms of the infected patients with COVID-19. Olivia is like my second mom. Sorry, y'all, I just burped. Second mom within the hospital. You won't hear about her or other EVS staff on the news or social media, but she is my heart, and I appreciate all the hard work she does. And here's a picture of her. There we go. So we're going to do a quick thoughts and prayers. Kevin, earlier when I talked to Kevin to sound check, he was like, hashtag thoughts and prayers is literally the least you can do. And I was like, yeah, it's true. It's literally the least I can do, but I can do it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm not just gonna hashtag it. Dang, another wedding cancellation. Hi to everybody that's joining. I'm doing this through a thing, so I can't, it doesn't always show me who's on or what's going on. I get like a random comment every now and then. I don't know what the real-time action is, but thanks for being here. All right, so we're gonna pray for the Kevin Millers, for all of the cleaning staff in the hospitals of COVID, and like just really putting their lives at risk and keeping the boat going, right? And of healing, the healing boat, and then also all the brides. So, all right. Hey, God, how you doing? It's me, Marina. Thank you so much for this time that we all get to come together and get online and connect with each other, and providing us these tools and resources to see each other right now during these times. I pray that you please just give us all a sense of peace and sanity right now, so that we feel encouraged to keep going and have a vision of what works every day, what's good, and what we're really grateful for, and really be heightened for that. I pray for the Kevin Miller that's currently in the hospital in California with COVID, that you will please wash your healing over him and on everyone that is dealing with this disease right now, to get their body in motion for healing, and that you will just love and protect them and give them a sense of peace and calm right now. Please, for all the brides, just hold them and encourage them. And I pray that all the brides who are affected by this, and everyone who's affected by these circumstances, feels encouraged by the small things like our health and our family and being able to connect and having internet and having the ability to be with each other virtually, even if we can't be together, and see our plans through. I know that there's bigger plans for all of us than what we fully understand. So I just pray that you'll give us that kind of confidence right now and faith in the future. And even if we feel hopeless, to feel okay to take the time to grieve what's happening to us and work through it. Thank you for all the hospital workers and the cleanup crews who are doing everything to fight this and see everything through. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this body. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. All right, so that's thoughts and prayers. There we go. Okay, so our next guest, Kevin, if you're watching this, I'm about to call your ass, boy. I'm just so excited. Kevin's the freaking man. With the Fight with Good theme, I think it's very appropriate that I bring Kevin on, because he is literally one of the biggest fighters I know. He is such a cool dude. I'm actually going to call you on while I'm doing this intro, Kevin. Oh. And I'm going to have to put these on. Kevin.
Heard around the world.
Is it going on? Oh, shoot. Why can't I hear it here? Wait, Kevin?
Can you hear me?
I don't know what's happening. Kevin? Can you hear me? No! Kevin?
You look frozen.
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Right? Yes! Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Nice. All right, perfect. Oh, wait, you'll have to... Wait, it didn't do this earlier. You might have to scoot over a second. Or scoot over to your left a little bit. Yeah. I don't know why the screen's doing that. Yeah. Perfect.
Right, it's because Elma's also in the camera right now.
Perfect! Dang.
Please don't make me a part of this.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do your intro with you here. You might have to scoot over just a little bit more. Sorry. Yeah. Now we got a full Kevin picture. Yeah, so Kevin, the absolute man, there he is. He's an amazing singer-songwriter, composer, producer, surfer, an exceptional dog owner, friend, and definitely the number one guy you could ever want to grab a beer with.
Wow, that was very nice.
Yeah, I really believe that. Kevin grew up in North Carolina. He grew up honing his craft, honing his craft, playing in tons of bands, both at school and outside of school. And I just want to give a shout out to whatever jazz band taught you to play the saxophone. Because there he is. That's Kevin playing the sax in one of my Christmas songs a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, no, that was my pleasure.
Yeah. And nailed it. The song would not have been the same without him. That's for damn sure. So Kevin and I first met in Rockaway, actually, when we were roommates in the summer of 2014. And Kevin had just released his first EP as a solo artist, and it was called Fly. It is called Fly, and it's out. It was 6 songs Kevin wrote the year prior when his parents unexpectedly and tragically died in a plane crash. Since then, Kevin has released countless singles, 2 EPs, and most recently, his album, Things I Don't See. So Kevin is obviously one of the most resilient people I know. I don't mean to gloss over the tragedy. Kevin, what I love and admire so much about Kevin is he is just the ultimate go-getter, fighter, continued. Like when we first lived together, it was like the beginning. He had just released his first EP, and it was a year later that I released my first EP. And I feel like anytime I'm like, I don't know what's going on, or I totally lose hope, then I talk to Kevin and he's like, bitch, I'll tell you how it is. It's all good, and we know how to work it out. And what is going on? Okay, there you go. Yeah. So pretty much, yeah, Kevin's the absolute man, and I'm just so stoked that he's here, and I'm excited that all of y'all are here to virtually meet him via this FaceTime. So
yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, of course. How was your live stream earlier?
It was pretty good. I'm doing a day. Elma just knocked over my guitar. I'm doing a daily live stream every day, and I'm doing different times every day to try and vibe out which time is the best time. Today I did it at today I did one at 7 p.m. and it had the least amount of attendees. So I think Tuesdays at 7 p.m. are getting scratched off the list.
What's the
so
time
we might
that's
do
been
it earlier on Tuesday.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if I should
Honestly,
change home church to be earlier.
Like 3 to 5 p.m., to be honest. Like, people are going to sleep early.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I feel, too, because last night I went to bed early.
What do they have to stay up for?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like, every night I go to sleep, I'm like, I can't believe I'm going to sleep this early.
But it's awesome, because I feel like it's like, usually I have so much, I'm like, oh, well, I only have this time at home, so I have to get it done and stay up super late or, like, get it. But it's like, actually, I'm just going to wake up and I can have all day tomorrow home to do it. So
look, I still get a lot of stuff done during the day. Like, I sent like 50 booking emails today for a tour that probably won't happen. And I like recorded a demo like on my computer, walked my dogs 2 or 3 times, and I still like every day I'm like a little less inclined to do that much work. Like every day I wake up I'm like a little bit more like, why am I doing this?
Same. Yeah, I totally feel you. That was like, I had to take like the first week to be like, just like work out every day and think about what I felt. And then I went through like a week of like crazy productivity.
Yeah.
And then I like declined for a couple days and was like, what is going on? But yeah, I think you've been trucking. Like,
it's an emotional roller coaster right now. Like, you just can't be too hard on yourself about the work that you can or cannot do. Like, I was really hard on myself about not sending booking emails out because I have a tour that I'm trying to plan for July, which I don't know if it's going to happen, and a tour that I'm planning for October, which I'm like more confident will happen.
Yeah.
But like even then, I'm still just like, there's a little part of me, like the devil on my shoulder, that's like, this don't mean nothing, ain't nothing happening ever again. You know,
life has changed forever.
Yeah, it's just like, just sit around, smoke weed, and watch TV. Don't do nothing.
Grab yourself a beer, boy, and do what you're meant to do.
Right,
Get
exactly.
drunk.
So like every day is basically like a challenge to be productive, and I don't know. I've set a schedule for myself that I've allowed myself to be loose, but I generally try and start it around the same time every day, and I generally try and keep like a few things in the schedule. Like I like to meditate. I like to do one physical thing a day, and I like to get through all of my emails and actually like do the things that are required of me in that email and not just be like, okay, read that one, I'll get back to it in 5 days. Like actually like do it. You
Yeah,
know? Those are
yeah.
like my 3 requirements for the day.
That's good. I think those are really solid requirements.
What else are you
Tim
gonna
had a
do?
comment that just popped up. Where exactly did that little shoulder devil grow up? I think from that accent. He's like-
Look. Look, I am here in an undisclosed location in North Carolina. I won't tell anyone where I am so the townies won't run me out of town. And because I'm a New Yorker, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm quarantining in a town that doesn't want me here. And I've been drinking a lot of moonshine, and I'm taking any drug that comes my way. So the devil could have come from anywhere. I don't know. I'm
He's just a
making great
mishmash.
music. I'm making great music, watching tons of Star Trek. That's what I'm doing.
Tim goes,
Next
he
question.
sounds
Next
like he had a
question.
rough upbringing, that filler.
Yeah, man. I know. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like a little bit more country. Like I didn't even take my shirt off.
I was like,
It just came off, and I was like, oh, I guess this is what I look like now.
I'm just turning into more of a country boy as the minutes pass.
Every day,
And
every
your
day.
roots.
My
That was
songs are
actually
so country here.
that was one question I wanted to ask you was what are the pros and cons, but don't be like too mean, of NC versus NYC? Because like Kevin grew up in North Carolina, but he's lived in New York for how many years? Like
Almost 10, man.
10, dang, a decade.
Dang is right.
Yeah. So wait, what are the pros and cons? What's good and what's bad?
I
in
mean,
each?
the immediate pros associated with this current quarantine situation is that it's about 20 degrees warmer here, which is definitely a pro. And all the wildflowers and the spring trees are blooming, and it's beautiful out here. So, like, environmental wise, it's way more chill. There's way less people. It's very easy to do things. There's like the grocery stores and the CVS, or I guess there's no CVSs here. Maybe there are CVSs, but like the pharmacies, they haven't been like, pillaged like they have been in New York. And it's not like a scary situation to go to the grocery
Yeah.
store. That being said, I do feel like I sold New York out just a little bit by leaving because I was sort of like one of the last of my friends to stay there. But ultimately, it's like there's no one else there. I have 2 dogs. If I got sick, and I didn't have to go to the hospital, but I was sick enough to basically be bedridden, which happens to a lot of people, then I don't know what I would have done. I don't know how I would have gotten through. So I decided at the very least I needed to be near a member of my family. So my brother lives in the area, got my poochies here, and I've been generally happier, but I miss New York every day, and I still listen to WNYC and have the same amount of anxiety about the city I would if I lived there.
The city still haunts you from afar.
For sure.
But like not quarantine version of either one. What's
Yeah, I mean the not quarantine version. I mean, I don't think I could ever live in this town that I'm living in now. It's pretty small, but there are some cool towns near here. But I don't know. I mean, I've been in New York 10 years. I am ready to leave, but I am a city kid, so I think I'd have to be maybe Nashville and LA. I'm looking at those places, but I don't know.
Dang, you are?
I like stuff going on all the time. You know, I want stuff to be happening all the time, and there's not really a city like that in North Carolina.
Yeah.
No offense.
I love Texas a lot. I love it here, but I know what you mean. Like I like hated New York so much, and then like after I detoxed for a year, then I was like, oh, I love my home. It's weird how it
Yeah.
does that.
I mean, I'm definitely going to leave at some point and live somewhere else, but it's hard to break. It's a hard relationship to quit. I just can't quit it.
I know it's a real abusive one, but it's good.
No,
it's
totally
good when
abusive.
it's good.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. All right. Then I wanted to ask this other random question that I thought of earlier. Because several times I've written a song and then like not known like what it's about, and then later, but I had one come true like verbatim, like creepy, all details of the song come true years after I wrote it. So I wanted to ask, have you
So
ever
when I took a poop in our toilet, And left it there for you to find on the first day of living together?
Yeah, and the title was Shitstorm.
Was that the the vision that came true?
And then I opened the toilet, ready to pee, and I was
You're
like,
like,
no!
yes!
Yeah, wait, we should talk about that. Kevin and I lived together when I first moved out to Rockaway, and my roommate was Richie Lucibello. If anybody here was watching
What's up,
knows.
Richie? What's up, Richie?
And he went to go do a show, so he rented his room out to Kevin. And Kevin and I had just met, and he was renting that room. I don't actually remember this story, TBH. Like, I don't fully, now I'm like, is my memory real, or is it just a memory of the story we've told? I don't know.
Like, it was a long day of moving, and I was very tired at the end of the day and slightly disoriented, and I pooped in the toilet, and we actually hadn't met yet, and I guess I was so tired that out of it that I didn't even flush the toilet. So the first interaction Lorena had with me was viewing my feces in a toilet before she even met me. Because I moved in so late at night, she'd already gone to sleep or was out or something. So I was like, wow, that's how true friendships start.
And I was like, open it up.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to be friends.
Yeah. Yeah. I recommend you start all your friendships that way. Personally.
That's pretty true. I love a good poop joke, love a good poop story. I can't help it. I'm just permanently a 10-year-old boy. Yeah. Yeah, but man, Kevin's a real country surf cowboy. The real deal. But wait, have you ever had a song come true and been like, what? Freaked out?
You know, I have a problem writing about things that I haven't really experienced. It's actually something I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to write about things that aren't necessarily something about me or about something that I've experienced, because I think that's how you become a good songwriter and write for other people, which is something I'd like to do.
Yeah.
So to be honest, like, not really. I've definitely written songs about shit that's like repeated itself, like really stupidly.
Xanax, cocaine, and whiskey.
Xanax, cocaine, and whiskey is definitely one that comes to mind.
Shit, this came true again?
There's a line in a song. Actually, let me get back to you real quick. There's a line in a song I wrote called Lost Till I Found You, and it talks about like a relationship, and I think the line is, I was a fool for leaving him with you. And that was about a time that I like broke up with a girl, and then like she ended up hooking up with a friend of mine, and it really pissed me off. And then I ended up like going on tour after dating that same girl, and like being out of the equation and gone sort of resulted in my relationship ending. So you can definitely see threads of like my personality and my character like repeating themselves. But as of yet, I have yet to write any prediction songs.
Any manifestations? Yeah. Do you feel like
why? What happened to you that came true?
Well, it's from my first EP, the song Open Frontier, which is pretty much about like hooking up with somebody with blue eyes like on the beach. Like the details to a T.
Wow, so
came
specific. So
true. And I had never even like hooked up with a guy with blue eyes before that. And I didn't even realize it till months later, because then we started dating seriously, and I would like months later, it was actually, oh my God, it was at the show where we had William on upright bass at Bar Matchless that I opened for you. Do you remember that? It was like right before Halloween, like years ago.
Oh, it had to be like 7 or 8 years ago,
and
because that place has been closed for like 5 years.
Yeah, it was probably because it would have been like, it was my last year in New York. So
I'm sure we both sounded like shit.
I probably wouldn't remember that night if it weren't for that moment of playing that song on stage, and like it was like the whole room like, that's so Raven, like vision, like vacuum, and I was like, holy shit, this song was just like my imagination when I was in college, and then it came 100% true, every detail. So freaky, to the point that like then when I told him about it, like then months later, I was like, this really weird thing happened about this song, and he said that
he immediately left.
No, he listened to it, and he was like, yeah, I listened to that song, and I thought, oh, she's done this before. But I was like, no, dude.
Oh, like you're like laying the trap before the, yeah. I gotcha.
Like, it
Actually, that's
didn't
not a bad
exist.
idea for me to do, to be quite honest, for a girl. I should do that.
I'm like not sure. I'm like, was it either like some kind of weird premonition or was it like actual manifestation at work? And so now it kind of freaks me out. Like if I write a song that's really dark, will it come true in a negative way? I don't know. It kind of freaks me out. I don't know.
I believe in non-linear timelines, so I think that you can totally write about something that maybe is touching you from the future a little bit. You know what I mean?
Or from
like
a
you're
past
having
life.
sort of like a whiplash from the future, and you like just vibe it, and it comes out of you.
100%. I like that.
And crystals too, man. They have power.
And sometimes I burn sage and clear all of the energy.
Yeah. Wait, Lorena, how many totes do you have in your room right now?
Oh, just a couple. Just all the
those too
all the
many
essentials.
totes.
There's actually
Hashtag TNT. Too many totes. That's a nice piano you got there too. That's a cool little keyboard.
Thanks. It was the first my parents gave it to me.
Yeah.
When I was
like
in high
it.
school
It's cool.
for Christmas. Yeah. So I just kept it. It's
You've been-
like
You've
honestly,
been jamming on that thing?
yeah. It's my MIDI Connect, bro.
Oh, nice. Sweet. That's
That's
a
my
nice MIDI
DJ
board.
production station. It's got a whammy and everything. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I see that.
Yeah. So it's pretty lit. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking you away from your question.
I'm
What else
looking.
do you want to know?
What's like a really funny tour memory? Anyone. It doesn't have to be the funniest, but a random funny tour story.
Okay, there's two stories. One of them is definitely inappropriate, and one of them is regularly really appropriate. Which one would you like to hear? Which one can I say?
Dude, let's take it to the comments. We want to vote. Do y'all want an inappropriate story? I do.
It's not about me or anything sexual or anything.
I don't think. I mean, this is why it's a late night talk show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, can we reschedule this one at midnight? No, I was on tour and I was at a show in DC and we were sharing a bill with a guy I used to play in a band with. And my, I think it was either my bass player or my drummer, walked back into the green room and went into the bathroom in the green room, which does have a lock. So if you don't lock the door and you're in the bathroom, that's on you. And the guy had not locked the door, and I guess he was about to go on, and he was very nervous and sweaty. And she walked in on him, like, drying down his testicles and his buscular section aggressively with, like, a hand towel that had been like hanging on there. That's actually not the weirdest story. That's just the funniest story. And then she like came back out like wide-eyed and was like, "I just saw your friend drying his balls
With like the community hand towel.
with like
Freaking
community hand towel."
gnarly.
Which really actually sent me down a spiral of looking back on all the communal hand towels that I have used in the past. And really just like took me to a dark place. It took me to a dark place.
That's disgusting.
But I don't know, man. So much weird shit has happened on tour. Like, you just meet so many weird people. And, you know, like, I play some cool venues, but a lot of the places I play are, like, smaller towns where, like, I play the best venue in that town, but that venue is not that big. It's still, like, a barbecue restaurant with a stage.
Yeah.
And, like, that is great, but you tend to meet some real interesting people at those shows. So, I mean, we have people give us drugs a lot, especially because I have a song called Xanax, Cocaine, and Whiskey. And if we play that and it's like a crowd, like, we'll almost always get weed stuffed in our pockets. But we've had acid and DMT also given to us before.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so, you know, I don't know. Anything can happen on tour. There was that one time I was supposed to go on tour, and then the coronavirus hit. That was pretty crazy. That's currently happening.
Yeah. The corona.
Yeah, man.
Damn. I feel like I've only ever been offered weed. I feel like I'm really... What a letdown. That's sexism.
I know. I mean, look, Lorena, you have to deal with so much sexism. We've talked
That's
about this
true,
before, and I've
actually.
seen you experience it. I'm lucky enough. Me and Lorena have played in like various different states and countries and locations around
yeah.
the world. Yeah, and I've seen Lorena get in weird situations, and almost all of them, I think.
Thanks, Kevin. I
It's like,
appreciate. I feel you're the only person that I tell a story to, and you're not like, "Oh, he was probably just this," and you were reacting. You're like, "Dude, that's never happens to me. That sucks." And I'm like, Thank you for just acknowledging that that was weird."
oh
Like,
yeah. I mean, there was that one guy at Americana Fest in UK who's being like a total dick, and like, I don't know, it sucks. I think it's hard to be an attractive woman who's trying to be a real artist in music. Like,
what do you say?
it just is. Like, people just want to, yeah, get over it. But people just want to, like, it's just a part of the business. I think it's getting better. I think obviously it is getting better, but
Yeah.
it is still kind of like a lot of people think it kind of goes hand in hand with the business, is to like have a little bit of a creep factor along with it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't really mind it so much because I mean, just because I'm like a boisterous person.
Right.
So
Well,
I
you're
don't mind
strong-willed,
like
but
telling
like,
people off, but there are
yeah,
like I
a lot of
used
women are not as strong as you and would
yeah,
like find themselves in shitty situations they don't want to be in.
and just yeah. I don't know. I've gotten really angry on some guy. Like on that Midwest tour actually in Cincinnati, I was like a huge bitch to this one guy, but it was actually kind of awesome. And it was like sometimes I feel bad after I'm really mean, but it was a time that I was like the bartender cheered me on. He was like, "Can't wait to see that set. Yeah." And I was like, "Yes, thank you."
I mean,
Like,
look, you're never gonna look back and regret not standing up to yourself when people are
that's true.
dicks.
Dang.
Like,
Golly, wish I could overlay text that quote right now. You're never going to regret
just
standing up for yourself
put it on
when people are
Instagram.
dicks. Golly. Yeah, for real. Kevin Daniel with the genius. Well, I want Kevin to play a song. He's going to finish out this home church tonight with a spiritual religious song. Oh, shit. I forgot to send it to my computer. I'm going to do that right now while you're setting up.
Oh yeah, I sent you the lyrics.
I know. Well, I actually redid them.
It's so weird that you chose this song.
Why?
I guess you've seen me play it. You've seen me play it a few times.
And because I love any opportunity to sing along, and it's like your sing along song. Is there not a better sing along song that you do?
No, this is fine. Whatever you want to sing along to, man. They're all sing along songs.
They really are. But this one, I like bolded the lyrics so everyone knows exactly when to sing along. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna see if I can do this. This is about to be the fastest show.
Oh, you're gonna put it on that thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. You won't be able to see
You
it.
gotta teach the Jedi stuff.
What?
Oh, that's right. On Skype.
Yeah, sorry, you can't see it, but I will be able to see it. Oh, but it's gonna make my computer run slow for a second, just while I do this.
It's okay.
Okay, here we go.
This is a song called Name of Fame that Lorena specifically requested me to sing. It's on my album, Things I Don't See. And that is my recent album. And I recorded this one at the Gross Sound, some local New York City bluegrass musicians. I think one of my dogs is coming up here. People always ask me if there's bluegrass or country music in New York, and there is. It's just that most of those people who are really good to go play other places. But we're not touring. They're hanging out in New York City. You can get them on your records. All right, are we ready?
Yeah, okay, you're good to go, I think. I'm just gonna wait for everything to recalibrate for a second because you cut out for a second. So everyone, I'm gonna link Kevin's all his socials and everything. I hope you follow him. Check him out. His album is amazing. He is the best good old country city surf boy I've ever met in my whole damn life. So definitely check him out. All right, I'm going to mute my mic and it's going to be all you. Ready to go.
I'm born to be a rambling man in Newtown every night. Yeah, I don't remember those gallons bartenders who kept my spirits high. I'm born to see that rock with a stick ring in my hand. Yeah, I'm singing songs of sorrow, and not caring for tomorrow. Ready for my next crash land. I'll never have a home. Highways in my bones. Beneath the state lights is where I'll shine. Put heavy on the gas. Leave the last night in my past. Do it all in the name of fame. Well, I'm born to say that night will shine from the windows of my big tour bus. Till I'm waiting for the next show, forgetting where days go, banking on my royal flush. Till I'm born to sing of things I know. Sweet and pretty girls right off their feet. Oh, if only for an hour beneath the water tower. Whiskey, wine, and song so sweet. I'll never have a home. Highways in my bones. Beneath the headlights is where I'll shine. Put heavy on the gas. Leave the last night in my past. Do it all in the name of fame. And I hope, whoa, whoa, be good down fine. Well, I'm following my passion, surviving on the rations. I'll never have a 9 to 5. With life too short for settling down. Yes, it is. It's plenty of reasons. Sleeping in the grid, and when I'm 6 feet underground, I'll never have a home. Highways in my bones. The city lights is where I'll shine. Put heavy on the gas, leave the last night in my past. All in the name of, all in the name of, all in the name of fame. That's all she wrote.
Woohoo! Hoo, hoo, hoo. Kevin! The man, the myth, the legend! Oh, wait, my sound effects are muted. I'm gonna try them again. That's right! You can't hear it. It's an air horn, Kevin. Thank you so much. Y'all can follow Kevin on Instagram. He does daily live streams on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Kevin Daniel, and I'll link all his stuff below. Check him out on Spotify. Follow him. Thanks for coming on my home church show, Kevin. You're the best.
This has been the best night of quarantine for me.
Oh, wow, that means so much. I love you, man. Stay safe.
Love you too. Stay real. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for the fun.